Good morning, people.
Tried not to have it.
I just landed in.
Tried not to have it as loud.
No.
Because we hit the theme and then we go deaf.
What?
Huh?
Exactly.
All right.
Welcome back if you've been here before. If you haven't, what were you waiting for?
I know.
But this is
400 episodes later.
this is hashtag just saying. And while we're prostituting ourselves, because why wouldn't we, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the silly-ass notification bell, and it will let you know when we upload new content, which is usually Fridays.
Give us a thumbs up.
Joe wants a thumbs up. I just want the check. You can watch the first 40 on the YouTube's Listen Where streaming things stream, wherever that may be. The internet changes all the time.
It does.
We are on TikTok at hashtag just saying. That's all one word. You can check out the pre-show banter as well as Trivia Tuesdays. Prostitution complete. I gave myself a round of applause because why the fuck not?
Right.
Why the fuck not?
How's everybody doing?
I've been better, but I've been worse.
Okay.
Average.
Explain how.
Explain how. Well, no, I went to the doctor this week. And this guy,
It's an adventure.
I think in between appointments, he must go outside and sit in his car and do like scream therapy. Like, ah! And then come back in. But I was in the waiting room. I usually try to take the last appointment of the day because, because it's around 4:30, 5 o'clock. And then I don't miss a shit ton of work.
Right.
So I was sitting there, and there's only one other lady. There's an older lady with who I presume is her daughter or her caretaker in the waiting room.
Yeah.
And she was hefty complaining that she had already been waiting like 15 minutes.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, lady, that's nothing. I was like, especially if you're here to see this guy. Because there are only 2 doctors on that in this particular... I mean, there's like multi-offices, but on this side of the building, there's only 2 doctors.
Wing.
Yeah, we'll call it a wing.
Yeah.
Let's wing it.
Wang's wing. And
We're in Wang's wing.
so it's only 2, and so I can't speak for the other doctor, but if they were there to see mine, I mean, half an hour is normal to wait for this dude.
All right.
He likes to keep you waiting. I guess to make sure you really want to see him. So she was complaining about the wait time, and then the nurse or the helper comes out and says my name, and I get up and I go walking past her, and I'm like, sorry. I keep walking.
I'm so sorry.
I would have gloated. Like, haha, my turn.
I wasn't that sorry. So I got my, comeuppance because I got into the room. It was around 4:30, and he did not come in to see me until about 5:20.
Damn.
And I was like, homie.
That's more than 15 minutes.
What are you doing? Did you, go out for coffee or something? Like, I wouldn't be mad. You should have brought me something. Like...
Finish
my round of golf.
So he comes in and he goes, how are you? And I was like, deteriorating by the minute because I'm waiting on you. And he's like, oh. And he goes, it's summer. And I don't know what that had to do with anything, but that was his, it's summer. That was his excuse. It's summer.
I'll say it to him next time that you're late for an appointment. He's ready for you.
So when I had first gone in, and you have to talk to the nurse practitioner or whatever, and so we're small talking, and she takes my blood pressure, and she goes, that's not bad. And I said, the longer he keeps me waiting, it's going to be worse. So she does it, and then he has to do it. And I was like, why do you make her do it, and then you do it?
It's
I don't trust her.
That's what he goes, well,
It's the summer.
It's summer. It's summer. Why wouldn't it?
It's the summer.
It's summer. And he goes, well, I want to check your consistency. It's like...
Make sure she's doing her job right.
It's like, you kept me waiting. Now my blood pressure's up.
Your numbers are lower than yours.
I'm just irritated now.
But it never comes out the same. It's always different from what he or she does to the NP.
You know what I love? And I don't know if your office tells you, but they always tell me the number. They're like, oh, the over, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know why you tell me that. I'm not a doctor. I don't know if that's good. That's what I'm like.
That's average.
I'm like, is that good or not?
Average for what?
Should I be concerned?
180 over 20 is supposed to be normal.
Average for an 80-year-old man?
Oh.
Or average.
Well, I mean, normally they just kind of shake their head at me and go, don't worry about it. So I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I won't worry about it.
If it was bad, I would tell you.
Well, that's kind of shit that the doctor would say. If you haven't heard anything from me.
Whoa.
I hate it when it's not bad. It's just slightly
How are
over
you still
normal.
alive with these numbers?
And they still tell you, oh, it's a little high. You know, we need you to shut up. You don't need me to do nothing.
So
Cut down on the carbs. And
back in April, he's been relentless on my blood work. So back in April, I had to do yet another blood test. And my iron levels are not where he would like them to be.
Nothing's where they want it to be.
Yeah. So, I mean, I had an excuse.
Excuse me.
And it's summer. And so I
got a note.
And so
No,
we
from my
were
doctor.
talking, and then he said, because he had given me iron pills. And he goes, have you been taking the iron pills? And I said, well, and then
They're a little heavy.
and then he looked at me and he goes, is that a no? And I was like, well,
This is summer.
I said, I need you to understand that I meant well. And he goes, what does that mean? And I said, we started off strong. And then I failed. I have failed you, and I am sorry. And he's like, oh. And he said, well, do you have any left? And I said, a little, but I prefer not to take them.
I'll sell them on the black market.
And he goes, well, and this was my punishment. He goes, well, I'm going to send you for another blood test. He goes, and then we'll check the iron again. He goes, and if it's too low, you're going to have to take the, and I'm like, okay. I mean, but it's fine. It's fine.
What does he know? He's only a doctor.
I know. So, I don't know. And then
Do they get paid per patient or per hour?
no, it has to be per patient because they bill the insurance companies. So, well, this guy, I don't know how this guy's making any money then. You can't see more than 3-4 people a day. Keeps you waiting an hour and a half. And I don't understand because half the visit he sits there on his computer, on his little
I'm
laptop,
on lunch.
plucking away at shit. And then I'll ask him questions and he'll just keep typing. And I'm like, am I interrupting you?
Yes. I hate when you have to see a specialist.
Oh, the specialist?
Yeah, your copay is a lot higher.
Sometimes.
I go see my regular doctor.
Special pay.
It's a $20 visit.
Mm.
I go see my cardio like I did yesterday. It's a $60 payment.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What's up?
$60 you can fill your gas tank.
Ouch.
Oh, my goodness.
Bend over, please. Ouch.
Moon River.
So I was eager to see him because I had a very routine exam done Saturday
You're going to say very rude.
that I was not looking forward to having, nor did I want to have. And I wanted the results. And I said, do you have the results of that thing? And he starts plucking away. And he goes, when did you go? And I said, Saturday. And he's cluck, cluck, cluck. And then he goes, nope. And I said, but it's like Tuesday. And he goes, well, I don't have it yet. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
They're on vacation.
It's summer.
Well, it's summer.
So what was funny is when I went in for this exam, which was very routine, by the way, and I had to ruin it. I walk in.
Just by
and
being there.
The woman's like, have you ever it was like a mammogram thing, just so we all know. It's very basic, but I hadn't had one, and I was like, what's going to happen? This is going to be bad for me.
I haven't had one either.
You know what? Men can get breast cancer. You should have one.
No.
So,
They feel
I
all
know
right
they
to me.
can, but I'm good.
They feel all right to me.
listen.
Your man boobs.
So the woman comes in and she's like, "You've ever had one of these before?" And I'm like, "No." And she goes, "Is this a follow up or you just?" And I was like, "No, I'm just here."
I heard they hurt.
You know what? Here's the thing.
Squished.
They're painful.
Here's the thing, right? So she goes, So she was very good. She walked me through everything. And then she goes, it's uncomfortable, but it's not, you're not going to be howling in pain. And I was like, okay. And I said, because I have a very low tolerance of pain, I said, so I might cry. I was like, just ignore me if I cry. And she's like, well, I'll tell you what, if you cry, I'm going to slap you. And I'm like,
shit.
I was going to make you cry some more.
Violence?
I'm like, that doesn't warrant a punch in the face. And she said, I didn't say I was going to punch you. I said I was going to slap you. So I'm like, okay.
It'll hurt less.
And I said, well, I have but one question. And she goes, what? And I said, do I at least get to keep my pants on? And she said, you sure can. And I was like, woo, good day. Hooray, says I. And she was right. It was awkward as hell. I did censor myself just a little bit there. You're welcome. And because they have to move you to where they want you. And so, like, she would move me and I would, like, look straight ahead and she'd be like, I need you to look to the left. And I was like, yeah, I can't. Because then I was like, and she goes, well, why? And I said, because then I'd be looking you in the eye. And I said, and as it is, I don't like what you're doing and I don't like what I'm doing. And I don't think we need to be looking each other in the eye right now.
Turn and cough.
And she's like, okay, well, how about I move a little over here? And you can look to the left.
So, any plans for the weekend? Like,
She asked me if I had plans for the summer. And I was like, this was my summer plan. It was awkward. And then she'd be like, because I was like, I was focused on how awkward it was. And then she'd be like, okay, well, now I need you to look to the left, to the right, and then do this, and this. So I'm looking this way, and she goes, your other right. And I said, listen, I need you to know that I do know the difference between left and right. Yeah. I said, I don't like to be touched. And you have me all types of nervous.
Should be in your file.
I know. It probably is.
I need an adult.
Oh, I did need an adult. And then we wrapped up and she goes, see, I told you it would be awkward. And I said, yeah, but it was mostly awkward for me. I was like, I don't know about you. We didn't really make a lot of eye contact, so.
Excuse me.
I will try.
All right.
How was your weekend?
Me?
Somebody.
Well.
Had to be better than that.
I got work stuff.
Oh.
My lift is fixed.
Hey! That's all that deserved. I'm not giving it a full applause because it's going to be broke next week.
You never know, yeah. And I got a new boss and new coworkers.
Ooh.
Is that a yay or a boo?
What?
Kind of a little both. Boss is cool. His name's Alex. Mm-hmm. Nice guy. The other guys... All right. There's three new guys. One guy's name's Jeff.
Not a Jeff!
And he's deaf. Like he was a hearing aid, but he never turns it on. So you gotta yell to her and hear. Like,
oh, sounds like my dad.
The next guy's name is Guy Venson. Guyvenson. Guy Venson.
Sounds like a magician.
Doesn't speak any English, so that's fun.
Coming to the stage, Guy Venson.
I know. And the third guy, his name is Sway. And
that's a DJ name.
And his first day, he wore white shorts and Daffy Duck socks.
You know what? I'm 100% on his side for wearing the Daffy Duck socks. I used to have a pair, and then I got, I grew up. But I used to have a pair of Daffy Duck socks.
You wore them. Loud and proud.
Yeah. What?
Nice guy so far. I mean, we'll see.
Okay.
It's only been like a week, so.
Did he regret the white shorts, though? I feel like
I think so.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be
Next
a big
day we
regret.
wore like dark. All right, good.
Yeah.
We still wore shorts. I'm like, man, I wish I could wear shorts now.
How come he gets to wear shorts?
I don't know. That's all he had. I don't know.
Oh. Is he working on cars in shorts?
Yeah. It's weird.
That's insane. He's going to get his legs all dirty. I hope that's the thumbnail for the thing, is you going like, I don't know. Maybe.
I did it too, just in case the one with you and I doing this ends up being the...
Let's see. What else I got?
I don't know.
Do you remember the Crypt Keeper?
Yes, Tales from the Crypt.
The little doll?
Mm-hmm.
It's in a museum, and it was stolen.
Oh, dear.
Nothing is safe.
That's right.
Bunch of damn things.
I'm like, there's no way you're gonna be able to sell it. They're gonna know, like, oh, it's authentic.
Unless you say it's just a replica
Yeah.
when it's the real thing.
I made this one.
Yeah.
It's probably worth a lot of money too.
I don't know.
I mean, who did the voice of the Crypt Keeper?
I don't think it was a famous person. I used to watch that Tales from the Crypt.
Did you?
Yeah,
I know
decent.
Sean watched it.
Decent show. You didn't watch Tales from the Crypt? Nope. Oh. Jay and I were going through, because I started season 1, and Jay and I were going through it. I wanted to get to the episode that Tim Curry did, because he got, like, Emmy nominated for that.
Really?
Yeah, because he did, like, 4 different roles.
John Kaiser? Kassir? Kassir? If I'm reading that right. Why is Arnold Schwarzenegger part of the cast?
Maybe he was in an episode.
Tim Curry?
Yeah, I told you. Tim Curry.
Shit.
Tim?
They have
Now I want to watch it.
They have a lot of famous people in there.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
William Sadler.
Daniel Craig.
William Sadler was the... he was in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey as the Grim Reaper.
Oh.
That's how I know him.
Butch and Sundance, the early years. Death. Sorry.
Best 2 out of 3? Damn right.
All right. What else I got?
I don't know.
Uh,
Well, don't hurt yourself.
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, boy.
For those of you who don't know, Timothy Chalamet is a horrible actor. And he's portraying a music legend in a biopic, Bob Dylan.
Here's the thing. I have a lot of things. One,
Yes.
I don't understand this Timothy Chalamet person's appeal. I don't understand his appeal. He's not a great actor.
No.
Right? What the fuck? Exactly. 2, do we need a Bob Dylan biopic? Was that a void that needed to be filled in everyone's
I don't
lives?
know. No.
I feel like, because, I mean...
He's a good musician, but...
Well, here's the thing about Bob Dylan, right?
is he still alive?
Here's Tara's thing about... Yes, he is still alive.
Okay.
Here's Tara's thing
Hi,
about
Bob.
Bob Dylan.
Good for him, considering all the celebrities that have been dying off.
Is I
Don't
don't
jinx it.
mind. I don't mind Bob Dylan when other people sing Bob Dylan songs. When other people sing Bob Dylan, it's a good song.
Okay.
He's a good songwriter.
Right.
Can't sing for shit.
Hey. It's a choice you make it.
He sings like he's on the toilet. That's what that sounds like. That's what a constipated person sounds like when they sing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just very nasally.
Yeah.
I
Maybe that's why they, when he did that line, or when he sang that verse
yeah,
on We Are the World,
yeah.
they brought him in after everybody left.
You know what? Did they say, because it's been a while since I saw that documentary. There was a documentary about We Are the World on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that was him. Was that him being, like, precious?
Precious.
Precious. You know, because some people have this thing. All right, a great example, right?
Right.
Julie Kavner, who voices Marge Simpson on The Simpsons. She has a wicked thing about people watching her perform, even though it's her fucking voice.
Right.
It's her voice, but she has a thing about people watching her record her. Nobody's allowed to be in the studio when she's recording her lines.
Really?
Yeah,
That's weird.
I know. So I was just wondering.
Get over it, woman.
So it's, I mean, you know, they don't care. They pay her anyway.
I don't like
How
to
long
be
you been doing the
watched.
show?
I know, it's been like 35 years.
Get over it.
I don't like being watched when I'm working on a car. Customers watching me. I'm like, yeah, thanks. Working on your car. Yeah.
I'll let you know when I'm done.
Right. Have a seat.
Have a seat in the lobby.
Yeah, we
There's
have
a
a Roku
podcast
TV you can
on.
watch. Yeah.
There's a podcast on you should watch.
Go for a walk.
Yeah, I don't see that we need a Bob Dylan biopic.
Too late.
I don't see. Yeah, well, I mean, my opinion doesn't matter. It's getting made anyway. But
It is.
Considering what you said, that what he sounds like
yeah,
when he's singing,
Mhm.
it's funny on how when
Hello,
he
my
did his
friend.
lines,
Hello.
Bruce Springsteen was still doing some of his too,
Mhm.
and he sounded like he was sitting on the crap and taking a shit.
Springsteen, you know what? Springsteen normally sounds like that, but I give Springsteen a whole pass on that because he had just finished a tour and then flew out there to sing that one line. Yeah, I mean, it probably felt like he was goggling razor blades at that point.
Yeah. It sounds
So,
like it.
I mean, he gets a pass. That's fine.
They both sound like they were on the toilet.
Yeah, but you know, to be fair, Springsteen always sounds like he's like, I need help.
All right.
Yeah.
Mattel is releasing a blind Barbie doll.
A what?
A blind Barbie doll.
How do you know that the doll is blind?
Oh, it's got a cane. And they're
Comes with a
also
cane.
releasing a black Barbie doll with Down syndrome.
I saw an advertisement for this.
It's a real thing. It's not a joke.
Okay, now again I say to you, gentlemen,
Yes.
is this a void that needed to be filled?
Well, everyone likes to feel included.
Were people clamoring for the?
Everyone likes to feel part of the thing.
No, I get that. I get it.
They're trying to
I don't know what's next.
educate or let all the younger kids know about the way today's world really is.
Yeah.
I get.
So-
I'm not.
But how does looking at a doll let you know it's got Down syndrome? Unless you
I
look at
mean-
the packaging, like, oh, it's got Down syndrome.
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe the accessories, like, oh, the accessories let you know it's got Down syndrome. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
I'm not.
They didn't show it. Like, it just showed like a picture of a doll. And, like the blind one, like had like I think like dark sunglasses and a cane.
Oh,
I'm like, that's blind Barbie.
that seems stereotypical.
I'm like, really?
Oh, they have them all.
Now I'm almost offended.
I've seen a Barbie in a wheelchair. I've seen a pregnant
I think I
Barbie.
have the picture still.
We got for Christmas a couple years ago.
You did?
I did. Well, I pitched in
Yeah.
Nikki and one of her. Okay, well, there's glasses on the top of her head,
Yeah, she got a.
so she's being fashionable,
But she still looks good.
I guess. Well, how did she get dressed? So
You dress her, Dara.
No, I'm not doing it.
You dress and undress her.
Just don't.
I don't
Don't make
even-
eye contact.
I can't make eye contact with her. Not while
I
that's
wonder how much
happening.
money they're gonna make off these new dolls. They're a hot item.
I don't know. I don't know that's the market for that. I don't know.
They should do that right before Christmas. Like people are like, Mommy, I want the freaking blind Barbie doll.
Oh, so what I was gonna say, right, is we had bought. It was myself, my niece Nikki, and her brother, her younger brother.
Enzo.
Yeah, the middle boy.
Peter Brady.
His girlfriend. We all pitched in and got my nephew's two youngest like this big Barbie like fucking mansion.
Oh, Playhouse.
Right? It wasn't a playhouse, Joe. It was a mansion.
Oh, damn.
Had a pool in the back. Came with pets.
Damn, they have like a limousine,
No, we got him a Jeep though. We got him a rockin' Jeep.
a rocking Jeep.
Rockin' Jeep.
Woo.
Now it had. Because you know, I mean, it's out of my possession, so it had / it probably still has, like a wheelchair access elevator.
Oh.
And we were putting it together, and we were like,
How big is this thing?
"What's with it?" It was big.
Will it fit these tables or?
I mean, it was like half of this table.
Damn.
Boop, it was big.
Damn.
Cause several bedrooms. I was
Like
jealous.
Chandeliers and
I was jealous. Several bedrooms had a pool in the back.
spiral staircase and chandeliers.
Yeah. Music room was lovely. Library. So I was like, why do we need the elevator thing? And then it's, oh, well, you know, it's inclusive. And I said, are there Barbies going to have a Barbie over that that needs to do it?
Party!
So just to be like, I don't know, a goofball, I ordered a Barbie in a wheelchair so that the elevator could get used. I'm like, well,
Put it to work.
now we need the elevator because now we have somebody who needs that. You know, they can't. I mean, there was no stairs in the fucking thing anyway, so I don't understand. But I don't know, because the Barbie just kind of teleports to whatever.
In the spiral staircase?
I'm in the bedroom now. I don't know.
Wow. How much was this mansion?
I don't know. Well, I mean, we all chipped in, so it wasn't.
That means expensive.
No, it wasn't that bad. It was a couple bucks each and
Couple of bucks.
couple bucks each.
$3.
I don't know. It was a Christmas thing.
Okay.
I
I'm
was
not judging you.
well. I feel like, I feel like there's a lot of judgment coming from that end of the table,
Nah, never.
and I live in a judge-free zone.
Me too. I don't want to talk about this, but all right. Taylor Swift says she claims her and Travis are going to leave the country if Donald Trump gets elected as president.
Ah,
Bye, Felicia. I couldn't give a fuck.
Same here.
I finally got to use that button.
Nice.
Okay.
Isn't she from like Canada anyways?
No, she's from like Nashville.
Oh.
She's from like Tennessee.
Arkansas.
One of those. I mean,
They do that also. Like every time there's an election, like the celebrity's like, I'm going to leave the country if this person
and they
gets
never
elected.
do.
Yeah.
And they
They're
never
like, well, We'll see
Stop
what
keeping
happens.
your promises.
We'll give it a year.
They
and
never
and
do.
Then 4 years go by. Okay.
The only thing with that is, like, she's got the money. She could probably do it.
Right.
I mean, okay. And then what?
You know who has
Does
left?
it mean all her Swifties are going to go with her?
Go ahead.
I
Hi.
guess. I don't know.
You know who has left the country that we know is coming back?
Who?
Peyton Manning.
Is he?
Over there with the Olympics. I saw him on TV this morning.
Oh, Sean was so salty about
Co-hosting
that.
with like 4 other people.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
in,
this
like,
guy would
France,
do
right?
anything to be in front of the camera.
The France Olympics.
He,
Stay there. Keep him.
somebody's paying him to get in front of the camera. It's not me.
You're retired to be with your family.
He
Stay
does
out
commercials
from
now.
From the camera.
He's the goat of commercials.
I actually think
Yes.
I actually think he's just taking work just to piss off Sean.
It's working.
Keep doing it, Peyton.
No.
He was on a roast one time.
Yeah.
The roast of Rob Lowe, and they tore into him like
What?
Yeah, years ago. This is before pandemic. I think it was like 2019, 2018. Like they did a roast of Rob Lowe, and like they tore into him like it was
Peyton Manning. It's because he
Yeah.
got a big forehead.
yeah. A Super Bowl was what Peyton's mother used to cut his hair as a child. He's like, oh guys, you're funny. So
France
got?
can keep him.
Yeah.
I see you got like
Good.
a plethora of paperwork over
Plethora.
there. Your turn.
Oh, I found this today. I thought it was kind of interesting.
What'd you find?
8 most memorable cartoons from the 80s.
8 most memorable cartoons or cartoon characters.
Of course, all of our lists will be different, but this is the one that I found online.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Proceed.
First is Masters of the Universe.
He-Man.
The story of the Masters of the Universe goes back to 1976 when the CEO of Mattel, Ray Wagner, refused to request to produce the toy line of action figures of upcoming Star Wars movie. After the success of Star Wars and all of the associated merchandise, all the people at Mattel decided to make their own series of toys. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe were born. Along with the success of the toys came the animated series that ran through most out of the 80s. It quickly became one of the most popular franchises outcoming Star Wars in the younger demographic of boys. Spin-off series centered around He-Man's sister She-Ra, which was also released and aimed at young girls.
I really like because Kevin Smith did a whole reboot for Netflix. I actually really liked his reboot. I thought it was really good.
Me too.
I haven't watched it.
You should
Very good.
You should definitely watch it. It's really good.
Star-studded.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next is My Little Pony,
No,
developed from a
Bronies.
very collectible toy line that first hit the stores in 1981. The My Little Pony franchise quickly became a huge success, spawning a TV series that would be remembered as one of the most defining features of cartoons from the 80s. The show aired in 86 and 87 with a run of 65 episodes over 2 seasons.
Wow.
Feature-length film was released in 86.
There was a My Little Pony movie?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
People still dig My Little Pony.
They have conventions for them.
My nephew's kids used to love it.
Yeah, but they're all like the same pose, like you know, they stand there with the 1 foot up.
They're ponies,
and they're different colors.
What do you want them to do? Hey,
I don't know, like you like different. They make their legs.
There's only so much you can do with a hoof.
Make your legs posable so you can make them like.
The only thing you can do is this.
Right. Like,
Get him with his little legs
stop
walking.
motion with him or something. I don't know.
Stop motion. I don't know. I maintain there's not a whole hell of a lot you can do with it.
True.
The last sentence here
Gotta collect
says,
them all.
aimed mainly at young girls, but in 2010, franchise gained a cult following from older men.
Oh, yeah, bronies. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Next is one of my favorites, Thundercats, which I'm still waiting for a live-action film.
You keep waiting.
An entire franchise born from a cartoon series that ran from 85 to 89. Thundercats tells the stories of a cat-like humanoid aliens battling for control of a planet called Third Earth.
And they're always aliens.
The story begins with the destruction of the home planet of Thundera and the escape of Thunderians aboard a fleet of ships. However, the ship's fleets are attacked by mutants from Plundar, and the only flagship is left.
It sounds like the same plot for freaking Transformers.
Yeah.
We're going to leave this
know
planet
what?
and then we get attacked.
You know what baffles me is that to get this stuff made, like somebody had to pitch it. So they went into a network with storyboards, and they're like, okay,
They're
this
cats
guy,
that talk.
This guy's a cat, and he's from a planet called Plundar. Like, and the exec just stares
He
at
uses
him.
a sword.
Like, what?
We're going to call it the Eye of Thundera.
Yeah.
The Sword of Omens is going to have 2 names.
Pick a name. One sword, one name.
He's 7 feet tall and he's a Wookiee. Those are his lines. Write them down.
The Thundercats arrive on Third Earth, pursued by their enemies, awakening from the evil Mumra, who employs the mutants to try and acquire the Eye of Thundera, a magical crystal and the source of the Thundercats' power, which is embedded into a sword used by the show's main protagonist, Lion-O. The show went on to spawn a series of action figures and comics 2 decades after the disappearance of Thundercats from our TV screens. The series was rebooted in 2011 and again in 2020 as adult fans sought to reinvigorate the franchise.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now, you'll like this next one.
Will I?
DuckTales.
Woo! DuckTales. Woo!
A Disney cartoon aimed at both girls and boys. DuckTales was a phenomenon series that was successful and was a hit from the airing in the first episode from 1987 through the last one in 1990.
They rebooted it. You want to know who they have as Scrooge McDuck?
Who?
David Tennant.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that good?
I have nothing against David Tennant. I think he's all right. He's very
British.
he's actually Scottish.
Oh, Scottish.
Yeah, he puts a lot of energy into whatever it is he's doing.
Yeah.
So he's very high.
He's a great villain.
Yeah, he's a good Doctor Who.
Who?
Who was the little kid's father?
Huh?
Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Because
Yeah.
there's Uncle Donald, Uncle Scrooge. Who was their dad?
Who was your daddy and what does he do?
Well-
Like, who was their parents? Who birthed these children?
I mean, they're ducks.
I know.
They might have flown.
Oh, the ducks
they might
in
have
a
flown
row.
south and left them there. They abandoned their ducklings. Horrible, horrible parents.
Yeah. Uncle Donald, who is your daddy? Anyways, what's next? Is that 3 or 4 we got down so far?
I'm not sure, but you're going to like this next paragraph about them.
All right.
What?
After joining the Navy, Donald Duck leaves his 3 nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, in the care of extremely wealthy Uncle Scrooge. So the Donald Duck's kids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
I don't think they're
They
Donald
call him
Ducks.
Uncle Donald,
They
though.
call him Uncle Donald.
Uncle Donald.
This isn't canon. It's not canon, and I'm very uncomfortable.
The four sometimes aided by their friends go on adventures around the world, usually looking for treasure or trolling the plans of villains. Foiling the plans of villains trying to steal Scrooge's fortune.
That's right.
Next is our favorite, Transformers. The franchise that produced a TV show, comic books, movies, video games, and toys for decades.
Still does.
They are celebrating their 40th anniversary this year. Right up to the present with a big budget film. It's impossible to deny that the Transformers is one of the most successful phenomenons in popular fiction.
Better than GoBots.
Boo.
GoBots was
They
like,
were first, though.
GoBots was like the dollar store version.
GoBots were first, but yeah, they're now the last.
Children who lived through the 80s, however, remember that it was started in the early 80s with a TV series, comics, and toys. Produced by Hasbro, the toy range was developed into a TV series in which 2 alien fractions of robots fight one another. Of course, they're aliens, not just robots.
Good versus evil.
The Autobots struggle against the villainous Decepticons. Both factions are comprised of robots that can transform into other vehicles, such as cars, trucks, and jets, and some resembling animals. Trying to read this quickly.
Beast Wars.
Today, Transformers is one of the highest grossing media franchises of all time. And a little bit of information.
They'll never go away.
If you're a big fan of the G1 series, the old 1984, the score soundtrack, the original, was remastered and released today.
Oh, today?
So you can get on iTunes or Amazon Digital, or I'm sure Spotify and all them probably have it.
Yeah.
Next is Care Bears.
The Care Bear stare.
I texted a friend of mine the other day, and I said something, and we just had a quick back and forth. And he goes, all right. And then he goes, yeah, you take care, Bear. And I was like, did you just call me a Care Bear? He's like, if you want.
Same thing like little ponies. They're just different colors. A different logo.
So then I sent him a picture of a Care Bear just giving side eye.
Care Bears started out as imaginary used on greeting cards in 81. 2 years later, it became a range of plush toys. Then from 85, the Care Bears became a TV series that ran into 88. It spawned 3 movies in 85, 86, 87, as well as a range of toys.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that when they combined like with animals.
Yeah, the Care Bear cousins. Yeah, I know.
Bumble Lion.
No, that's Wuzzles.
I was going to say, wouldn't that make them either copying the Wuzzles or the Wuzzles copied them or spin off?
Not really, because the Wuzzles were like two animals into one.
Bumble Lion.
Yeah, Bumbleime. You had Rhino Key, who was like a rhinoceros monkey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But what was that? Butter Bear. He was a butterfly and a bear. Yeah, I don't make this shit up.
I know you don't.
The franchise was revived in the 2000s with 3 computer animated films. Series reboot happened in 2012 and 2015, along with a new range of plush collectibles. Next, we go to the Smurfs.
Ah.
La 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 la.
Hey,
What's under the hats?
Magic.
baldness.
Just
I can
kidding.
tell you that
just
Smurfs were actually invented by a Belgian,
Really?
and in Belgium they're not called Smurfs; they're called Poofs.
Poofs.
Poofs. Les Poofs.
Okay. Tell us about the Smurfs, Sean.
Throughout almost the entire decade of the 80s, Smurfs featured prominently and consistently. The escapades of these tiny blue humanoids were, oh, look at that, they're humanoids, they're not aliens. They were first published in 1958 as comics, and from 61 to 67,
There's only one girl.
they had their first taste of animation, with 9 episodes being created and aired in Belgium. Ta-da!
Hey.
The show that aired in the 80s was a result of the purchasing of the rights by Hanna-Barbera. Ran from 81 to 91. Contained a phenomenal 258 episodes,
Damn.
excluding 7 specials. Wow. The stories are generally tales of the Smurfs as they discover an adventure and outwit their nemesis.
Gargamel.
There you go.
It was the cat, Azrael.
And the wishes to capture the Smurfs and eat them and turn them into gold. Or turn them into gold.
I was always confused what he wanted with them.
How do you turn something blue into gold?
I don't know. Well, clearly he's on meth. I mean, he looks
Mad
like
scientist.
You ever see Gargamel? He looks like a meth head. He's got like little
Gargameth?
yeah.
Looks like
Gargamel.
that guy from Despicable Me.
Really? Does
Yeah.
he?
You know, Gru,
Well, I've
the
never
Minions guy.
I've never seen it, but I know. I think I know what you're talking
Kind of
about.
like him, like it's bald with a big ass nose and like
Yeah, it sounds
and
like
a cloak. He's got a
Me-
cloak.
Yeah, Gargamel has that rag thing he wears.
a Grim Reaper cloak.
Yeah.
Cape. Cloak.
With a popular and well-established history, the past few decades that have been the Smurfs franchise branched out and includes movies, toys, and numerous games. Next, we're on Adventures of the Gummy Bears,
Gummy bear.
lasting 6 seasons from 85 to 91. Gummy Bears was an incredibly popular show that continues to attract a cult following to this day.
Cult.
It's always a cult.
Yeah.
Set in a world of high fantasy, The Adventures of the Gummy Bears tells the story of a group of bears, one of the last groups of their kind, living in a secret forest.
They take drugs.
Yeah, because
They
they drink
bounce
that
around.
they drink that juice and then bounce everywhere. Gummy juice.
Of all of their enemies, the biggest threat is Duke
Duke Nukem.
LG Thorn. Like Thorn, I guess.
I don't know.
I never watched it.
Yeah, did I know of it.
And his army of ogres,
Ogres.
who know of their existence and will stop at nothing to get their hands on the secrets of the Gummy Bears.
Ogres have layers.
Aiding the bears is a special potion called Gummy Berry Juice, which affords them the ability to jump great distances to avoid the enemies. Sounds like a video game thing.
Ah,
Eat this mushroom, Mario. You jump higher.
With intelligent, thought-provoking storylines, interest characters, and a catchy theme song. The Gummy Bears live in the hearts of millions of children who grew up in the 80s, like us.
That's right. Nostalgia.
Yes.
I guess.
Good job, Sean.
Thanks.
Sean put a lot of work into that.
Okay.
Moment of silence for Sean.
Okay. Did we have a winner for either quote?
We did not.
No.
We did not. My quote was from the movie Speed. Sean was from Little Shop of Horrors.
Okay.
So this week's quote from me is worth 3 gift cards
Whoa!
to Dunkin' Donuts. You got a quote? 2 gift cards from Sean. That's 5 gift cards you can win, possibly, if you can get these.
Possibly.
If you can get these movie quotes. All you do is comment the name of the quote on the YouTube channel. If you're first and correct, you win. It's pretty simple. Sean, you can go first.
Oh, thanks. I've been saving all month for this.
All right.
I think I need. Yeah, let me start over. I've been saving all month for this. I think I need a root canal. I know I need a long, slow root canal.
Okay. Comment below.
I thought
right.
when you started saying, I thought you were just like talking, like you were saving the quote. And I'm like, why has he been hanging on to that all month?
No, that's part of the quote.
Okay, I got it. I got it now.
I'm saving all month for this, like financially.
All right.
Dental
I'm gonna play
insurance.
the audio for my quote.
Okay.
All right.
I like to do that, but you'll recognize the voices.
Pause. Volume. All right. Ready?
Get it ready.
6 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Comment below if you know
I
what
know
movie
that
that's
one.
from.
Me too.
And for Sean's. So you get 3 from me, 2 from him.
Dad, if you comment, you can win. That's one of
Yeah.
my dad's favorite
Hi,
movies.
Bob.
Thank
Come on,
you
Robert.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Before I send it down the table, here is your fun fact of the week. There was a point during the 1990s when Thai Beanie Babies made up 10% of all sales on eBay.
Really?
Yeah,
Whoa.
Well, man.
that's it.
Have a great weekend. Happy birthday to my brother Vinny.
Oh, happy birthday,
All the way in
Vinny.
California.
Happy birthday, Vinny. Have a good everything.